This month, also about entertaining, feeling good, having people over, being able to do this yourself, or just actually hiring someone to do it for you. Jason Laurin joining us once again from Essence Catering. So we did these great salmon kind of hors d'oeuvres in the first segment, and so you thought you'd be creative. Well, you are creative in showing us ways to take something that we would normally serve or could serve, and display it in different ways.
And just because you want to have a mix, right? You want to have the dainty little bites like this, and you want to offer something a little bit more substantial. Why kill yourself? Why don't you make stuff that you already make and just present them differently? Go to HomeSense and buy these little rocks glasses. They're really quite cheap, right? And then present your food, stuff that you would make for a weekday dinner, in there with a nice little fork. We get these forks at Loblaws, right? I mean, they're cute, little dainty little forks. They work perfectly. So we've got, and the other thing I try to encourage people to do when we're designing a menu for somebody is that you've got to do something hot and then come back with something cold, so that you don't ever leave your party, if you're doing it yourself, for more than 5 minutes at a time. Steal away into the kitchen and come back out with some food, right? It's got to be painless, or you're not going to do it. It's the timing thing
that I think some of us just don't quite have.
So give us a call, we'll show you how to do it, or just hire us. That's probably even a better idea.
I think that's the best thing.
What we have here is just a simple mac and cheese. We've put some duck confit in the bottom, so we've gilded the lily a little bit. We've topped it with a little bit of crispy skin, and we drizzled some 20-year-old balsamic all over the top.
Okay, so Jason, my macaroni and cheese does not look like that. It kind of has some circular noodles, and it's yellow, and it looks yellow.
Because you buy Kraft macaroni and cheese.
So
do that, and just put some panko crumbs over the top. I mean, you don't have to stress yourself out. Granted, it may not look exactly like this, but it's going to taste great. I wouldn't worry about it.
So you would just literally stuff it?
Yeah, so I take it out of the oven and I put it into the cup warm and I bring it out. I just drizzle the balsamic over the top at the end, and you've got a pretty hearty, yummy bite, in my opinion. The next one over from that, we've got braised beef short ribs. So, you know, we're not reinventing the wheel in any shape, way, or form there. The mash underneath is potatoes and parsnips. It's got a nice little taste to it. And we gild the lily in this respect, which is some fried leeks. And,
that's what those are?
Yeah, and they look great. They taste wonderful.
This, by the way, is insanely good.
Well, there's a lot of cheese in there.
Insane.
And then the last one, this is a cold bite, so it's not temperature dependent at all. We grill off the shrimp the night before. We've got a very simple quinoa and corn pilaf in the bottom, and we've made our own tomatillo salsa, and we just bring that out. And I mean, these are more substantial bites. You've got 5 or 6 bites on that fork, you know, in there. And if you did 3 of those and a couple of canapes, you're not going to stress yourself out too much. You've got more than enough food for a little party after work or while you're having some drinks over the Christmas holidays. And your guests are going to think you're a superstar. And you didn't really...
I think you're a superstar.
You didn't really do too much, right? It's not stressful.
You could find pretty much anything. You could even, if you have nice shot glasses, use those.
Yeah. Okay. By all means. I like the rocks glasses just because they've got that, it's got a nice little shape to it, right?
Yes.
You know, and the other thing to keep in mind is that while your guests are drinking, you don't want to give them something that's unwieldy to walk around with and eat and drink, right? So, I mean, with these little cups...
I can host a TV show and do this at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're good.
It works, yeah.
You definitely like the macaroni one, eh?
Can you tell? I've been sticking by it, trying not to eat too much as we get through this segment. So, I mean, this is preparation. So keep in mind, if you're doing this at home, the hot and the cold, really great trick to do. Serve hot, serve cold.
Start with a hot, come back with a cold, right? So you've got your hot one ready when your guests show up, or you've got it in the oven, you've started with a cold one, you steal away for a few moments. I don't go to every single job, so my servers will accomplish a lot of these bites. If they can accomplish these bites and go into the kitchen and come out in 15 minutes with like 35 of them, so can you. It's not tough.
And that is the beauty with Essence Catering. You can do small parties that you were saying in the earlier segment, and have 4 people, and literally they can be hands-on doing it with you, or going up to as big as...
Oh, 250 is about the biggest we've done so far. So, yeah.
Styles like this, it's quite impressive.
Well, I mean, you start to get into a little bit more logistics at over 100 people for things like this. But, I mean, if you take one of our classes, our little hands-on classes, we'll show you how to do all of these things without stressing yourself out.
The classes are available. You can check out more information on their website, essencecatering.ca. I like the classes idea. It's really cool. essencecatering.ca.
Great Christmas gift.
Yes, nicely done in there.